Got a sub bang nice and early. Steak, what's up? Good morning. I got the fucking chain. Whoa. Right here?
Say, you get a sunburn?
Yeah, I might be. Wow. I was also just outside running sprints. I don't know if you can still tell I'm kind of sweaty. There's a neighborhood nearby with hills. Then I've just been like power walking a lot because my knee is shit. But then on the hill, I'll do a quick sprint. Also, when I was out of breath playing Beeve, I realized something. I'm not out of breath very often. You work out consistently. I think you're on a cardio. Even when you go on a run, our pace is like very easy, soft running. Do you sprint often?
No, I don't. I assume that when you were playing Beeve, I would guess your BPM was probably somewhere like in the 170s, 180s, and when you're jogging, it's probably in like the 140s.
I would probably say 120s.
Yeah, so you're light jog, you're brisk jogging.
Yeah, my pace. I mean, my buddies who follow me on Strava make fun of my pace when I run a mile. Like not like 9-ish minutes is okay for me. I look at them; they're like in the 8s. Like I could probably push it for 1 or 2 miles, but I'm really, really, really out of breath. And I just don't have a reason to get that out of breath because I'm not training for anything. Although I just was curious, when's the last time you've actually ran as fast as you could?
It's a really good question. And I feel like I've talked about this in my fantasy football league because they want to do a combine to decide draft order. And everybody was talking like literally that exact question, like when's the last time you fully sprinted for 40 yards or whatever? And I can't remember the last time.
Dude, that's actually kind of clever. Is that I've never, like fantasy football challenges and what the punishments are typically all kind of regurgitated. Like nothing's really that unique or original anymore. If you see it on social media, that sounds good. Have you seen that before?
Not unique. I'd love to give us credit and say it's unique, but it's not unique. I have seen it on TikTok.
Oh, well, that's the first time I've heard of it. That would be pretty fun. What would be the compound? Oh, you've got running or no, you've got the 40, you've
bench
got
press.
Oh, bench. You would probably crush. Actually, I don't know. You've got a bunch of fucking Neanderthal friends in Florida, so you might not be first place in bench.
I'm not. There's definitely a stronger guy than me in the league. I'd probably be second.
Yeah, long jump. That'd be fun. Oh,
long jump. Wonderlic. I would do better than I think. I think I'd be in the upper half of the league.
You would. You're like a low key smart fella. And don't forget one of the best Family Feud players that you've seen. Not everybody can go up there on Family Feud and get the top choice when they're going on.
Both times I was there, I got the number one answer.
Okay, see, that's the part I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the question was?
No, dude, it was so long ago, but I did dominate.
Yeah, you were good. I was there in attendance, by the way. I don't know if we added that part into the context. And it was a very fun experience. I remember Steve Harvey was a lot funnier than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
And I knew he was a comedian, but I just kind of thought like the show was very lighthearted. Like in between commercials and everything, he was a funny motherfucker.
Do you remember how aggressively he was hitting on my sister?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't hide it. And I'm okay with that. That's like Charles Barkley, probably the same way. Like if you're a baddie, you're a baddie. You know what I mean?
Shut up.
Anyways, good morning, WDJ. Was that real? Yeah, it was real, bro. You think that shit's AI? We don't know how to do that. Steak, are you going to film the combine?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Oh, somebody said wrong mic, DJ, I think. Hold on. Audio. Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Damn.
Thank you. Steak doesn't fucking tell me anything.
I just can't tell the difference between anything.
Yeah. You don't tell how clearer and crisper I am right now?
Now I can, yeah.
Anyways, happy Memorial Day. Every time you show me that cup for a split second, I think it's the Raisin Pack logo. You know what the raisins look like?
Yeah.
I fucking hate raisins. And then I remember it's Buc-ee's, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of sweet. Steak, what are your Memorial Day plans? Do you have any?
Today, no. I think today it's just gamble. I already did the boat day, and that's all I needed for Memorial Weekend.
That's right. You did the boat day. And we talked about this because for a very short period of time in my life, before my parents got divorced, my dad did pretty well. And we had a boat and we would go out on the boat and it fucking rocked. I'd say for like a solid, I don't know how many years, but like a short time. And I was like, man, boats fucking rule. I can't wait to grow up and have money and buy a boat. That never happened, but you don't have boats in New York City. But I always said if I ever came back to Florida, I'd have a boat. You had a boat for a short period of time. Overrated.
Yeah, owning the boat is overrated.
Right.
Going on the boat is absolutely amazing. But if I had life advice to give to a young man who's a little younger than me, it would be don't own the boat. Go on your friend's boat because
Yep.
the upkeep, the maintenance, the storage, that is unless you're rich and you live on water. If you live on water, have a boat. But storing a boat when you don't live on the water, paying for it, paying for all the maintenance on the boat, cleaning the boat, like that shit isn't fun. And I had a boat for 2 summers and I sold the shit out of that. Never looked back.
Yeah, good call. Also, I remember when gas was like really expensive, we would have to fill up the obviously the boat with gas, and I mean this shit was like I don't know $6 a gallon. Boat bust out another bust out another $1,000.
Perfectly said.
Yeah, we my family and I, what we do sometimes is we'll rent a pontoon boat. Up in like I think it's like the New Smyrna area or something like that. That's a very nice day to like go out on a boat, but you're right, not having to worry about the fucking upkeep and the maintenance sucks. How long in total did you have the boat? Did you make it a year?
2 years.
Oh, you had it 2 years. Okay, gotcha. Build the steak, not the sizzle. Ooh, that's kind of nice. It's definitely hell upkeep. Yep, boat. Oh, we already busted that out. Grow that long hair. I see Scatterbrain says finally can enjoy. I work nights off today. Hair is back. Looks good, my guy. Thank you. It's making its way back. When did we shave it? We shaved in January. So it's been about 5 months. I haven't really, I mean, they like kind of texture the top and I've just been kind of fading the sides. When it was shorter, I was doing like a low taper fade, kind of looking a little bit more like a fuckboy, but not so much right now. I'm kind of getting back in my old man. Busting out a new Goodwill shirt for you guys, by the way. This one, I call this one my Palm Beach Country Club, middle class country club shirt. Like I can walk in there, sit at the golf club all day, play some cards, drink some rum and cokes, go play 18 in this shirt. Agree or disagree?
Yes, I like that shirt.
All right, thank you. Okay, that quote was from Grok Perkins picture analysis I posted. Yeah, day drinking gambling shirt. Love that. I just picked up a cheap Wave Runner and fixed that, so got to give it a test run. Love that. Which card games are they playing at the country club? Great question.
Spades
isn't bad. I mean, I like traditional poker and I like Hold'em.
Yeah, they probably are playing Texas Hold'em. That's simple.
Kind of have to go Hold'em. Are you a card guy, by the way?
I used to love poker, dude. I used to love poker. I also used to. I'm actually such a degenerate gambler that this is a true story. When I was in high school, I used to play a game called Tonk. You remember Tonk? No. Well, anyways, it's a card game that I used to play in high school, and I got so deep in the Tonk playing game at my high school that a kid owed me like $300, and I don't know if you know what $300 was like in high school, but it felt like he owed me like $20,000. And he told me to meet him by like the bleachers by the football stadium to get my money, and he pulled a gun on me, and he said, I don't got your money, and leave me the fuck alone. Like, don't ask me for the fucking money again. But it was like a big Tonk playing circle. So he was worried that I would tell other people he didn't pay me. So yeah, I almost got killed over a game of Tonk. It's 100% true story.
Tonk. I've never heard of Tonk.
Yeah.
Celigod says my dad loves Tonk. Damn, you don't have $300, but you got a gun in fucking high school. Shit.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about what kind of person it was.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I'm trying to think. No, I've never really, I've played a lot of poker growing up. I like Texas Hold'em, but outside of that, I never really got super creative with the cards. Killed over $300 is very Florida. Yeah.
Actually,
dude, true. I'm not going to get into the details, but like, I know multiple people or knew multiple people from my high school that got injured or killed in drug deals. And when I heard the amount of money, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And also, just to tell you how stupid kids were at my high school, my friends were like, nah, bro, you got to go get that money. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not going to get the money. They're like, nah, you can't take that, man. You got to go get your money.
He's bluffing.
Yeah.
I remember $300 in high school, dude. I'll never forget. I think when I got my first paycheck when I was 17 and I was working at Nextel, And I for whatever reason, like I did very well in wireless sales, and I'm not even super salesy, but it was also kind of easy. People love the walkie-talkie phones. Do you remember Nextels?
Yeah, chirp chirp.
Bro, when I got my first $1,700 paycheck for 2 weeks and it hit my Wachovia bank account,
Big paycheck, bro.
bro, I think well, it's hourly and commission. And
Wow.
like, I think I just got really lucky that first week. And I looked at that fucking receipt when I printed out my, you deposit your cash or whatever, and they give you a receipt. I just stared at the receipt and I'm like, I'm good for like so long. Like when you're 17 and you have thousands of dollars, like just a couple $1,000s in your bank account, bro, I think I'm like, Ma, you want to go shopping?
literally, when I had $20 in high school, I was like, I'm eating all week.
Yeah, dude, you felt like so much money. Okay, let's talk a little bit about. Oh, we got a sub bang, and I'm a man of honor, so we will update the counter. We are at 49. Can you think of any players with the number 49 in the NFL? That is a very rare number.
In the NFL.
I think I got one.
Really? You did that quickly?
I think I got one.
Go.
Guy on the Bills. Edmonds?
Terrell Edmonds?
Terrell Edmonds? Was he 49?
Is it weird that I feel like he's 48?
Dude, we got to think of a 49. Who is a 49? I can't think of one.
I need a number 49, chat.
I don't know.
Who's this I have face talking about?
Tyva? Oh, Tremaine Edmonds is 49 of the Bears. Maybe that's who I thought of.
It is who you thought of, because he used to play for the Bills, or
I thought so. But maybe I'm wrong. Kitch, thanks for the sub, dude. Appreciate it. And thank you.
What number is? No, that's a stupid one. Remember your boy Bruce Miller?
Yeah, I don't think he was 49. Was he 49? He might have been.
Yeah.
He might have been. A Niners player spawning in my head. I just can't think of his name, bro. It might have been Bruce Miller.
That's what made me think of it.
He did play for the Bills. Yep.
All right, hold on. We got to look up players. Okay. Where number?
Is there an app for that?
49. Yes, Google. It is. You're right. The guy in the Bills is the first one that comes up. So, Tim Wakefield. I know that's a baseball player, but that's a great one.
I couldn't. I'm so bad with baseball just because I never really.
It's an awesome one.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, Tim Wakefield was a changeup guy, if I remember right. Chat. Like
I thought it was like a knuckle. He had like a sick knuckleball.
Well, I'm sorry. He probably had a sick knuckleball too. But like anytime I played in the video game with him and you pitched, his pitches were always really slow. Yeah, he was a knuckleball. Nice.
You were right about Tremaine Edmonds, and that's actually a pretty damn good pull.
Thank you. I'm kind of impressed about that. Some people accuse me of like not watching sports. That's all I used to do in my 20s. That's literally
okay. Trivia: current baseball player, very, very good, wearing 49.
Very, very good. Just tell me if he's a pitcher or
he's a pitcher.
He's a pitcher. Very, very good. 49. Is he on the Rays?
No.
I don't.
He was very, very good.
Shut the fuck up. Pepe just fucking dealt. Looking at Holmes and Taillon today. Is that what are you talking about number 49 or are you talking about who you're going to wager on? Yeah. We'll get into the board chat. We're just softening it up. It's very early. It's 10:16. Thank you for hanging out. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to just chill today. We got a pool day planned, some burgers, some dogs, nice and easy. Then I ended up going with a land shark. All right. Land shark, steak. Yeah, it's okay.
There we go.
Who is it?
Chris
Dale the goat. Yeah. Growing up, when I started getting to beer, I like Corona first, and I didn't like land shark. My mom has always loved land shark. I'm kind of getting into land shark. Like it's okay, but it was buy one, get one at Publix. And anytime my mom goes to Publix, if something's buy one, get one free, even if we don't need it, like she'll get it, Big fan of land sharks. Nice. Tucker, Devers, and Witt. Come on, Chew. I don't even know what they're talking about. Steak, let's recap yesterday's Knicks-Pacers game. I watched a fuck ton of it. I was also jacked up off of sugar and candy from the movies. I'll talk to you about Mission Impossible in a second. Yeah. I was tweeting my ass off. Yeah, Publix is really expensive.
Insane, bro. Publix is insane.
My family used to always give me shit about, going to Whole Foods and being a hipster from Brooklyn or whatever. And then Whole Foods opened up in Orlando, and they're like, they just, everybody's like glued to Publix. Like that's where you go. And they always just assume Whole Foods is like the ritzy organic supermarket. I came here and I went to Publix to get shit. I was like, Motherfucker, I got news for you.
It's more expensive. It is.
Yeah, dude.
It is. It's also more expensive than like Trader Joe's. Like it's crazy. It's crazy expensive.
Winn-Dixie has the deals, man. I haven't been to a Winn-Dixie in fucking forever. Haven't been to a Food Line in forever. I don't think I've ever been to an Aldi. And I haven't been to. Are there Albertsons anymore?
I don't think so.
DGen is what does that say? Erewhon guy? No, I don't think I've ever been to an Erewhon. Kroger.
I don't even know what that is.
Do you ever been to a Kroger?
I've been to a Kroger, definitely.
I don't know that I've been to a Kroger. Oh, interesting. I love me a good old Piggly Wiggly. Interesting. So Knicks Pacers last night. Knicks come through with the win. I got some thoughts on this game, but first and foremost, I didn't have a wager. Steak, did you have a wager on the game?
I bet the Knicks. That felt good. Plus 400.
Plus 400?
Yeah, plus 400. They were down like 13 when I did it, or 14.
Did my tweet influence you or no?
No, but Kev or somebody said that your tweet was the reason we all hit our bets.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So it was the opposite of mushing.
Oh, wait, what did your tweet say?
Brunson got in foul trouble. And I said, if you are anti-Brunson and you think the Knicks are better with him off the court, you better be taking the Knicks live.
Was that your only tweet on the game?
Yeah. Well, no, I tweeted the shit out of the game, but that was it in terms of I did glaze the Pacers. I said they were relentless, and then I'm pretty sure the Knicks went on a run.
That's the tweet he's talking about, obviously, you fucking asshole. You're just going to fucking breeze over that one.
Yeah, fucking, you got to pull it out if you're going to blame me for causing the Pacers meltdown.
Want me to give you what this felt like to me?
Yeah, 100%.
A little Toronto Maple Leaf-ish. Up 2-0, big lead in game 3, 20 fucking points, dude. You're up 20 in game 3. You put the fucking Knicks in a chokehold. If you go up 3-0, the series is over. Now all of a sudden it's 2-1. They got life. Oof, Knicks in 7.
No.
Knicks in 7.
Are you being for real?
I'm being serious. Knicks in 7.
I'm marking this.
Yeah, mark it down. Write it down somewhere.
I'm clipping this. Steak, 20 mins. 20 mins. Steak, Leafs, comp. I got to tell you, I was very impressed with the Knicks. I said the Pacers were relentless. The Knicks were resilient. Okay. And I'm not a wordsmith, but I feel like those are accurate uses of both of those words. I thought the Knicks, I'm not going to say they played a complete game, but their bench impressed the shit out of me. That guy, Deuce McBride, he came on the bench, off the bench, and he just injected like, I don't know, like something about the Knicks starters. Here's what it is for me. Something about the Knicks starters. They play a lot of minutes. We hear it a million times. It's the Tibbs way. They play a lot of minutes. They get tired, blah, blah, blah. But like, did you see that Jeff Teague rant about Jalen Brunson?
No.
I probably should have fucking retweeted it. I'm an idiot. But anyways, he said Jalen Brunson, he can't stand the way he plays because 24-second shot clock, he holds the ball for 18. You can't get in a rhythm. There's no flow. He holds the ball for 18 seconds and then he shoots. He's like, I can't hoop like that. It does sometimes feel like the Knicks are just standing around, you know?
Yes.
And that style of play is evident. But then Brunson makes a fucking crazy shot and you're like, oh, he's the man. Let him do his thing. But you are reminded like, okay, Bridges has some talent. And Anunoby was like nowhere to be found yesterday. He played some great defense though. And Towns showed up finally late in the game. But like, it's so frustrating throughout the course of the game where they have so many talented players, but it's like they're all just not cohesive.
I'll give you the fact that I can't recall a time when I'm like, wow, they're all clicking.
Exactly.
They don't all click. That's
exactly.
But we've always kind of said that, to be fair. We've always have said that about the Knicks. Hence why we didn't think it would be possible they could beat Boston. Even when we said we thought they'd be competitive in the series against Boston, we're like, but ultimately they're not going to do it. They don't have enough depth. And I don't know. The starting lineup's weird. It's weird. It's a really weird team, dude.
Yeah, no, Hefe, they clicked in the closeout game. 4 starters over 20 points. Josh Hart had a triple-double. I thought that.
Sorry, but just to address what Hefe said, like they weren't clicking at all in the first 2 games of the Celtics series. They had these miraculous comebacks that never happen again, but they spent half of those games not clicking whatsoever.
There was a bit of a disappointment on the Pacers side for me watching that game because if I had the Pacers, like I always put myself in the position of like, there's a sports bettor out there with this bet. Imagine if you had the Pacers, you just took a shot on the Pacers to like -1.5 series games, You're feeling fucking great yesterday when they're up 13, 14 points, right?
They went up 20, bro.
Oh, they went up 20. Okay. So the Knicks came out and I thought they played a pretty good first quarter. They lost the first quarter, which I would have been really pissed if I had the Knicks first quarter yesterday. They lost the first quarter. Then they just start fading and fading and fading. And there was this critical moment yesterday in the game. There was a critical moment where sometimes you attribute it to coaching, leadership, the dogs on the team, whatever, where the Pacers could have ran away with it and the Knicks would have folded. They would have folded. But like every moment in sports, like somebody's got to step up or the team collectively comes together. And that's why I feel like when the Knicks bench came in and that guy McBride, and there's one other guy that I'm forgetting. Do you know?
Not Campaign, right?
No, he was in fucking street clothes yesterday, I think. There was another guy on the bench. I can't think of his name, but anyways, I felt like they just played with a little bit more energy and a little bit more urgency. And I was like, okay, they're clawing back. Right after my tweet too, which was hilarious.
Oh, Landry Shamet?
Dude, Shamet fucking made plays yesterday.
He hit a 3.
Okay, he made some plays.
Yeah, he did his job for 11 minutes.
These guys were just running around and they were changing the flow of the game. And they were kind of, what they did? They kind of almost confused the Pacers. The Pacers took their foot off the gas. That's what it was. The Pacers go up 20, and then they see motherfuckers running around like Landry Shamet and fucking Deuce McBride. And they're like, what do we even need to still play for? And they really took their foot off the gas. If I was a Pacers -1.5 series bettor, don't even know what the odds were on that, I'd be fucking livid. Because if the Pacers just continue to play their style of play, they would have won by double digits. But they didn't. They folded. Degen with ball knowledge. W tweet. Thank you. Yeah. Shamet. Am I saying it right? No. Oh, DeLon Wright. Respect that man. I don't even know who DeLon Wright is, but it sounds like he was somebody. Did he go to Pitt?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, right? Where did DeLon Wright go? Wait a minute. Pacers got hurt, then everything went the other way?
You're not going to get it.
All right, tell me.
Utah.
Oh, I would have not got that. Looking at the bench outside of Miles McBride.
That's
another guy. Miles McBride. I'm not saying he played. No, wait.
I have a question too that I'd just like to ask because I'm looking up the stats from the Knicks. Did you know PJ Tucker was on the Knicks?
Nope. Why doesn't he play?
Perfect question that I wanted to ask. Also, they also have Precious Achua.
Why doesn't he play?
And Tyler Kolek. That's what I want to know too. Specifically, Hovey. What am I missing? Are they hurt? Why wouldn't they be in the fucking rotation? With
Tucker's not that good anymore.
DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet.
Precious plays with his elbows. PJ is their Udonis Haslam.
How old's PJ Tucker, do you think?
Tibbs is just stubborn as fuck.
Where'd PJ Tucker go to college?
UNLV.
PJ Tucker?
I don't know. That's what Drew Basalto said, or Baseball's Finest said. Tucker was never good. It's not about being good. It's just about being scrappy, dude.
And playoff experience.
Yeah.
Very curious to hear what Hovey has to say.
Wasn't PJ Tucker on the Bucks team that won?
I feel like PJ Tucker was on a lot of playoff teams that made a bunch of deep runs.
See, this is the thing. Knicks really don't switch out their players, but you know what? The foul trouble forced them to yesterday. And I think it really was a curveball to the Pacers. The Pacers did not play the same when it was like when the Knicks starting 5 wasn't out there. They took their foot off the gas and the Knicks bench and these guys showed up.
How many playoff games do you think PJ Tucker's played?
Like 140.
It's amazing that you guessed that high. He's played 105 playoff games.
Wow.
Now we're going to look up his age real quick because obviously there's a reason he must be old as shit.
Tibbs going this deep into the bench tells me he was either desperate or decided to listen to his team. I think the fouling kind of forced his hand. Also the refs were awful yesterday. Awful. I mean, that had so much potential to be a fucking great back and forth game, and it just sucked the flow out of everything. Now, some of them were fouls, but like let them play. I'm not going to go on a ref rant, but like let them play. Tibbs wouldn't play 9 guys in a baseball game. That's a funny message. Let's see what Hovey said. I don't know why they don't get playing time. Precious single-handedly won us a playoff series last year for the Sixers. PJ's just a guy that's there to be a locker room guy. I mean, they should get 4 minutes. He should get 4 minutes.
If DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet are getting minutes, and Precious Achiuwa should too. I don't think there's anything you could tell me to convince me.
So Steak, not giving the big sneeze run still baffles me. Steak, are you being serious? Like, you actually really like the Knicks to come back and make this a series?
Yes.
Wow. You gonna put your money where your mouth is?
I think so. I mean, I did yesterday, but I think I will.
Yeah, you did. Good job.
I can't understand for 1 second why Precious Achiuwa doesn't play minutes for this team.
I don't either. Okay, I just want to go look at some series, and then we don't have to go a full 2 hours today because I got to get out in the sun in the pool. But I do want to talk baseball. Obviously, there's a lovely.
Wait. Did you already talk about Mission Impossible?
No. I was just gonna we're gonna breeze through a little bit more of the recap. I want to talk about that and tell you about my movie experience. If you wanted to, Steak, the Knicks right now are plus 185. The live games in this series over 6.5 plus 146.
Yeah, that's what I like. I think this is going 7.
Yep.
I like that a lot, actually.
Yep. All right, good stuff. We got OKC tonight. We'll talk about it a little bit. We'll talk about baseball first and then a little NHL, and then we'll get into it. Thanks for joining, by the way. Everybody's here on a Monday. New follow, XXFPGXX. Make sure if you're watching on Twitch, follow the page. We're trying to grow, obviously. Everybody on YouTube, subscribe. We're at 1,510 subscribers. There we go. Felt like yesterday we were at 750. Let's get to 2,000, huh? And if you're on Twitter, I don't even know if Twitter's working. Is Twitter working? Anybody in here on Twitter? Did you see a Twitter comment?
Yeah, I did. Somebody said I look like somebody. Tom Sizemore. Who's that? Do you know who that is?
It sounds like a baseball player. He
That's
didn't say, what y'all drinking today? I'm having Land Shark.
Surfsides, but not yet. Dude,
I don't
Tom
know.
Sizemore is an old ass man.
I don't know what that is. What's a Surfside?
Oh, it's like a non-carbonated seltzer.
Did you drink yesterday or did you take it easy?
I took it easy.
Nice. Oh, by the way, cool hat. What is that? San Jose Sharks? Dude, what's under the brim? Is that like a pride thing?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I guess so.
Kind of neon-ish. No, it looks more like Tron-y.
Let's go with a pride thing.
Okay, there we go. So, all right. So I went to see Mission Impossible yesterday at Steak. We talked about this when we went to breakfast. W. Perkins, by the way. Did you fill out that survey?
Yeah.
I forgot to fill it out. I got to do it today, though. Great experience as always at Perkins. Good service and hospitality, and excellent coffee.
Honestly, that's what I was gonna say. The coffee is actually like the bright spot. Like, I just ate eggs and fucking sausage, whatever. It's all gonna taste the same, but the coffee, dude, was fire.
That's what I walked out of there saying too. I couldn't believe how good that coffee was. I had like 3 cups of just black coffee the first time I went. Yesterday, I put a little cream in there. Anyways, great coffee, great Perkins. So I talked to you about going to the movies. You go to the movies occasionally. I love going to the movies, but I don't go that often because I don't really like all the movies that come out nowadays. But another Jurassic Park, another Fantastic Four. And I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to say, oh, but there's another Mission Impossibles. There's certain series and franchises that get passes. Mission Impossible and James Bond are one of them, in my opinion. They're not comic book guys, all right? They're bad motherfuckers. So, heads up. Never go see a movie when it's on opening weekend and Memorial Day weekend or holiday weekend. Dude, movie started at 3:40. We got there at 3:30. My wife showed up starving, okay? She was crazy. We love movie theater shit food. Nachos, hot dog, pop. I got to get popcorn. We got goobers. I got to get a little bit of a Coke. You know, it's ginormous, but I just want like 3 sips. That's it. The line was absolutely insane. Did you see my picture?
It looked insane. I've been to that exact movie theater, and I'm just being honest. Like, you're going to call me a bitch, I would walk out.
Yeah.
I would actually.
Would you have gone to see the movie with no snacks?
Maybe. I'll tell you this just to see what you would have done. My daughter wanted to see Lilo and Stitch yesterday. And so I looked up every movie theater in the area, and the only seats available were at the first row. Would you have went?
So I've done that before. It really depends how bad you want to see the movie. I can tolerate it, but it's really not ideal. I would have probably waited.
Yeah, I bribed her with some other shit. I was going.
W Dad. Yeah, let me show you guys this picture. So just to be clear, this was just a line for concessions. This was not the line to like get into the movie. You could just go because you print your tickets. and you just go and go sit down at the movie.
Also,
but like
if I recall correctly, it's not like the fastest people working behind those counters.
No, but I'll tell you what, man, I got to give the movie theater employees some credit. They had their head down and they just grinded. It reminded me of when we left Atlanta Airport, or you left the day before me. I don't think you missed your flight. I missed my flight. There was one TSA agent working, and there were thousands of people.
It was insane.
I waited 3 hours. But there were people that waited 4.5, 5. That's what it reminded me of. There were 4 people working. They have 10 computers. There were 4 people working. And I mean, I think I counted at one point. I think there were 140 people in line for concessions.
Oh my fucking God. You have no.
Dude, the line, let me just show you one more time.
Fast, bro.
If you go like to the right of the picture, it keeps going and it goes outside.
No fucking shot. No shot.
So now the movie starts at 3:40. You know you got 30 minutes of previews. So my wife got in the line. And I went to the movie. I'm like, all right, let me know when you get close. I'll come help you carry all this shit. You know what I mean? And the movie starts. It starts. And I got to pee. At this point, it had been 45 minutes. And I'm like, I'm going to go pee and then I'll come help you out. I went to pee. I came. She still had 9 people in front of her. Full on hour wait to get movie concessions.
Bro, and next time anybody tells me that chivalry is dead, if they try to tell me chivalry is dead, I'm going to say, well, you have not met my guy, D-Gen. Not my guy, D-Gen. You think fucking chivalry's dead? Well, he lets his wife wait in the line for 45 fucking minutes while he sits and watches previews until he has to pee.
Let me just make something very clear. Let me just make something very clear. My mom was there too.
And what did she do?
I sat with her.
Oh, okay.
A little bit different. I'm not gonna make my mom stand there. She didn't need anything.
Yeah, but also your mom couldn't sit alone.
I mean, she could have, but like,
so chivalry isn't dead because you sat with your mom.
Let me be clear. I could have watched that movie without soda and popcorn. Did I want it? Yeah. My wife said I can't enjoy this movie. She didn't eat anything all day.
The snacks were for her.
Oh, yeah. Dude, she didn't get snacks. She got a hot dog and nachos. Like, she got food.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I know people are probably going to be like, oh, that's gross. Movie theater, hot dog, whatever. Spare me. I got to tell you, at this movie theater, you're never going to believe this. You're never going to believe what I'm about to tell you. When you get a hot dog, they take it off the roller. Bro, they put a thermometer in it and check the temperature.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's incredible.
Fucking great, dude. I couldn't fucking believe it. I felt great. Anyways, I didn't even get a sniff of the hot dog. She doused or demolished that thing. It looked really good, though. Happy Memorial Day. Salute to all the veterans. Absolutely. And prayers up for everyone that has lost in combo. The day is all about their sacrifice. Well said. Some movie theaters have decent dogs. Bro, the dog looked banging, but I couldn't tell you if it was any good. You got a glizzy. I didn't. I tell you if I got one. Anyways, they probed the glizzy. Yeah, exactly. All right. Great movie, by the way. Fun movie, if anybody cares. The submarine scene and the plane scene when you go see the movie, it's gonna like take years off your life. It is incredible. Did you know it was the most expensive movie ever made?
No, but I believe it.
Yeah, it's wild. But they're getting old. Everybody in the movie's getting fucking old. Let's just throw that out there. Very rusty on my movie review, by the way. I realized my review sucked, and shout out to Ohio State fan. He's very engaging in all of our tweets. He was like, "This review is longer than the movie." I was like, "Yeah, I haven't done a movie review in a really long time. I'm sorry, it's very rusty." All right, Steak. What do you say we get into the board?
I'm down.
All right. We are. Let's see. It is Monday. And we are certainly going to have some day baseball today. I need to fucking get right. I'm so not in my bag. It's unbelievable. I had 5 units in my Hard Rock account. I got it up to 11. I think it's dwindled down now to about 1.2, 1.4 units. So I'm on fumes. I don't want to deposit more money into Hard Rock, but I will, obviously, if I have to. It's lasted me. I've been here a little over 2 weeks now. I got to get my bag. Steak. I need a fucking hit. I need a wager. For me yesterday, I missed the Nerfy that hit. I tailed the one that lost. I thought it was James Wood's day or Wood day. It was never James Wood day. So we got to get right. Okay. Did you have any success yesterday?
No.
Okay.
No. I had the Pirates. They were up 5-3 in the top of the 8th. They lost 6-5.
Oh,
I had the White Sox. They were up 4-3 in the top of the 9th. They allowed 3 runs in the top of the 9th. And then I had one more. I had the Royals who beat the Twins. I'm sorry, I had the Twins who lost to the Royals in extras. So, yeah, I got absolutely wrecked. I probably had one other bad beat in there, too. But I did bet the Rays. Go Rays. That one was easy.
Before we get started, do you we should probably wait to talk about this on Owner's Box. Do you think our guy Johnny Giuntana deserves a little criticism for the way it feels like he's pampering his Blue Jays? Because I just want to make something clear. He tweeted that the Blue Jays are a 500 team. Just a couple days ago, he was chirping me about telling the Rays, get to 500 and then we'll talk. The Rays were like 2 or 3 games below 500 at that time. They are now over 500 after sweeping the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are 2 games below 500. Is it not a little absurd to A, champion being 500 in May, shitting on someone else's team like the Rays for being 2 games below 500, and then trying to find solace in the Blue Jays and saying, we're the 500 team, and you're not 500?
This is what fans do.
Okay.
This is just what fans do. That's why I kind of think we always have said to each other, like, I'm just exhausted from trying to be a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm exhausted from being a Minnesota Vikings fan. I really am. And you know better than anyone how into being a Minnesota Vikings fan I am. I've been there like 20 times. Going from Florida to Minnesota 20 times is insane. And I've been to a bunch of road games too. I went to see him play in Philadelphia. I mean, I have been a diehard Minnesota Vikings fan. It's fucking exhausting. But I can't be delusional. And that's why I kind of taken a little bit of a back seat, because like, Johnny is delusional. Love him. But in order to be he's like they're like the 2 most famous Blue Jays fans on the planet. I guess to be that, you got to be pretty fucking delusional.
Yeah, I want to make it very clear. Love Johnny, love Avery. I think they do a phenomenal job, but that does not mean they're excused from any sort of criticism. So I think you said it well. I don't really have too much to add. Little delusional, but it's always trying to find the soft landing. I know he takes losses hard. I know he takes
was it 13-0?
It was 13-0.
13-0 loss to the Rays absolutely kills him. You know that for an absolute fact.
Mistake on top of it, it was for the sweep. That's tough, dude.
Yeah, it's rough.
And you know what else makes it so much better? Johnny is the guy, and I talked about this. I said, hey, what are you doing chirping the Rays, bro? You and we're kind of the same. We have a common enemy in the Yankees and the Red Sox. Why are we going after each other? And he doubled down. And his criticism was, you don't have money to afford signing any big players, and you don't have a real stadium. Imagine being the Blue Jays. After you say that, you have a real stadium, you have money to sign players, you come down to Steinbrenner Field, and you get your fucking ass kicked. That hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. Exactly. There's no.
And then you send a tweet that's like, well, I guess we're just a 500 team. 25-27 ain't 500 last time I fucking checked. Bud. Anyways, let's get into it. Congratulations on your Rays bet. I'm very happy for you. Let's get into it.
Equity, you and Primer are. I can't be like you and Primer either.
What does that say?
They're homers. Everybody's a homer deep down, though, a little bit. Like, I'll go to war for Paulo.
Yeah, with our fucking guy, Cam is money, which is crazy because I don't want to go to war.
I would have went
Cam is money.
War for Tim Tebow. Not Tim Tebow, the person, but Tim Tebow, the football player. I would have went to motherfucking battle for that guy.
Yeah. I remember there are guys where, you remember me during the Josh Freeman stage. Could you imagine if we had this 10 years ago with the people we were 10 years ago? I mean,
yeah, we've already been over this. I don't think I would have made it out. I think I would have been canceled.
I almost feel bad for the chat because like that was our primes were insane.
Yeah.
You had, who was that fucking guy from FSU? Chris Ponder.
Christian Ponder,
Tavares Jackson.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun.
I was like,
wait, looks like a hangman was redeemed. I do have a really good one.
Text it to me.
Okay. It's a football player.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give you a quick story while you do that. Again, I've always been a big draft guy. There was a time the Bucks, dude, every time the Bucks drafted anyone, I would try to convince myself this player was like the next coming of Christ. I know you probably remember a wide receiver named Michael Clayton. Chad, do you guys remember Michael Clayton from LSU? I mean, when I played football video games, like I was Michael Clayton every single time. I had him as the all-pro, the best receiver in the league. That was my guy. I thought he was going to be like the Mike Evans. They drafted a guy named Larry Brackens. You can look this guy up in like the 5th or 6th round, dude. I think he went to like a community college, and I was balls deep on all the websites back then. I mean, I'm talking AOL dial-up. Some of you fucking guys probably were like literally in diapers when I was doing this. Sportingnews.com, when that was an actual website, sportingnews.com, Yahoo,
Yeah.
you know, and I saw one guy write for the player comp of like Randy Moss. Not his skill, but like his figure, like tall. This guy, Larry Brackens. You never heard of him.
How did we get here from Hangman Redeem?
Oh, I was just, while you were doing that, I was just talking about how about Die Hard.
Oh, I texted you who I think would be a good football player. You tell me if you think that's a good one for the chat.
All right, we're doing a quick Hangman, and then we're talking about the MLB board. And I think we kind of like pushed through at a pretty fair pace. How you feel about that?
45 minutes of shooting the shit, ended with Hangman. I think that's wonderful. It's a good one, right?
Yeah. I don't want to. Should I? No. That would.
Nothing.
I
will say nothing.
All right. Are you guys locked in?
The clue is football player, and we'll tell him that he's retired, right?
Sure.
Retired football player.
Is it better if I do the first name and last name on top of each other instead of like this way? Is it
on top of each other? Yep, on top of each other. Hold on, chat. Don't start doing letters yet. I'm going to give you the cue.
Go.
All right. Start doing letters.
We should say like college football legend or no? I don't know about a legend. He's not a legend.
No, you don't have to do that.
Ted Washington?
A.
Who is
J.
Ted Washington? J? No.
L. T.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. S. Oh my God, Hefe, that was quick.
Ah. Yeah, you get TAT, you know it's Tate, and then that's the only Tate there is. Yeah. Notre Dame legend. One of my favorite Notre Dame players of all time.
Good job.
What are you laughing about?
I figured you'd love Golden Tate.
I fucking love Golden Tate. All right, let's keep moving. First game on the board, we've got the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. Chat, in all seriousness, let's we're always here for a good time and whatnot, but let's try to find some winners. I know I'm a meme capper now, but let's win some fucking bets. All right, I need some fucking winning bets today. Okay, I got RotoWire up. Stay, can you get ballpark?
A meme capper now, but also actually putting real money on the bets you take. That sucks.
I know, it really does.
No, Hefe, you played the game exactly how it was meant to be played.
Yeah, you did too good. So, okay, I've got RotoWire up. I got Pick It up. Download Pick It. Use promo code DJ, and you get $3 off. Or off, not off. You just get $3, I think. I hope that promo code still works. I should ask them. DJ or DJash93 with a new follow. What's up? Welcome to the board review. Okay, San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. Hayden Burnsong is 2-0 with a 1.91 ERA against Keter Montero. Looks like this total is 8 or 8.5. You know what I noticed about the Giants that I looked at the other day? Their offense, I mean, overall, they haven't really been playing that well, but their offense had really been lacking. They weren't scoring many runs in most of their games. They're 3-7 to the over in their last 10. They did come through with a win. 3-2, 0-3, 4-0, 4-8, 3-2, 1-3, 3-2, 1-0. I mean, you get what I'm pick up what I'm getting. You pick up what I'm throwing down.
I pick up what you're getting down.
It's hard for me to say. So they're not scoring a lot of runs. And when I think of the Tigers, I don't think of them as being an over team either. So Steak, it's a long-winded way of me saying, I feel like 8.5 is kind of high, but it is Keter Montero. Hayden Burnsong has been pretty good. Also in terms of the line, it looks like you've got to pick them.
I'd say Hayden Birdsong has been very good.
Well, he's just got 2 games, It's like, how much can you really? Or actually, no. I'm sorry. He's been a bullpen guy. He's been a bullpen guy.
But he's been very good.
He had his best. Yes, he's had his best start. It's coming off his best start. 5 innings, 80 pitches, 5 hits. I guess they're trying to get him back to being a starter. Strong start to the year out of the bullpen. Earned him a chance to replace Jordan Hicks. Got it.
I don't hate your overlook, but if it does seem sort of obvious that if these two teams are going to break out of hitting slumps, which I guess the Tigers scored 5 runs yesterday, but if they're going to break out of hitting slumps, it would be with Keeter Montero on the mound and a bullpen guy, but I don't hate the over at all.
Is it weird that I'm content with obvious plays?
Yeah, I know. You kind of have to be.
Montero's coming off of 2 pretty poor starts too against St. Louis. St. Louis is very good. 98 pitches, 8 hits, 5 earned runs.
Yesterday, I bet an obvious nerfy and it hit like air, the easiest nerfy ever. And then I bet a nerfy I thought was kind of sharp, and they scored 6 runs in the first inning. So,
all right, I'm going to take this over.
Cool, I like it. Matt Chapman would be my home run guy for this game.
Ooh, do you like his odds?
I do, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to look here. Matt Chapman's plus 420. Wow, dude. Oh, never mind. Sorry. You know what? Torkelson at 6-1. Is that high?
No, I think it did. I think he either homered yesterday or the day before. I forget.
But I was going to say, should he be lower than that? You know what I mean?
I think it's surprising that Matt Chapman is that much lower than everyone else. And I'm assuming, Kerry Carpenter is plus 450, and I think the weirdest odds on here are definitely Matt Chapman.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna play this over. I don't think I'm getting sharp. I don't think I'm getting contrarian. I think it's kind of maybe an obvious one, but like I said, I know the offenses have been struggling. It could be a breakout game, but it's Keeter Montero. Giants just won a series on the road. Let's say they stay hungry as being a road dog. I think the line's a lot of respect for them at a place like Detroit. That's going to be my first play of the day.
Okay.
Detroit over. And you like Chapman. And Chapman. Okay. Next game, Boston Red Sox. Garrett Crochet against Chad Patrick. I want to say, let's see. So Boston is 11-14 on the road. Milwaukee is 15-10 at home. I mean, I don't want to get involved with the Brewers. It is kind of interesting to me that the Red Sox just lost back-to-back games against the Orioles, and they only scored one run in each. I wonder am I trying to bet on a very obvious bounce back spot, and that for me, those don't tend to hit.
Orioles 2-0 since I announced the money glitch, by the way, in case you're keeping score. And also the Brewers were dangerously close to losing 3 in a row to the pathetic Pirates. So I don't know. I don't know what you can make of either of these teams. Remember what I told you at Perkins? You remember what I said?
No.
I said there's no place I'd rather be
than.
That's it. No, I said I want to bet. I said I want to fucking start betting on the Red Sox. Remember we were talking about teams?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think the Red Sox get hot, and I do think the shitty-ass Brewers are a good team to get right against, but they are a lot better at home. Sorry, Corp Tech.
That's okay. I feel like the cards. Brendan, just FYI, you're kind of jumping around all over the place. Let's go one game at a time. One game at a time. Otherwise, we're going to bounce around and we're never going to get anywhere. All right. Crochet has better numbers on the road. Yep. Old Morton getting the start today. Oh, God. As a Sox fan, Crochet is very due for a win. Interesting. You want to bet the Red Sox here, Steak? I feel like that's.
In one way or another, I want to back the Red Sox. I don't know exactly how.
Do you want to back Crochet?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't want to eliminate the bats because, like you said, I don't care if it's obvious. I think the bats are better today.
Crochet has been nails.
Yeah, he's good as fuck.
So, can anybody tell me? I wouldn't, dude. I'm kind of coming around. I also kind of think I like the under, and I know it's Crochet, but this I mean, don't you think that this would kind of be an obvious under, which again, I'm okay playing. The Red Sox scored 1 run in back-to-back games. Maybe they open it up a little bit, but the Brewers were not lighting the world on fire when they were just playing in Pittsburgh. They scored 8 runs the first game, 5-1, and then they needed some help late to get 6. But you just played Pittsburgh, and now you got to go play Crochet. And they traveled. I'm not saying it's far, but still for an afternoon game. Dude, I'm talking myself into something. I don't know how you feel about this. Kind of like Crochet K's.
Okay, I like that. Somebody said square nerfy. Really like that.
Boston money line is the most popular pick, which makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna, oh God, it is pretty obvious. The second most popular is Crochet over strikeouts.
It's definitely obvious.
It's obvious. Snowman, just out of curiosity, where does Crochet fit on your strikeout model? Boston burned me yesterday. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep moving on this one.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm gonna give a favorite home run guy in every game, if that's cool. Will, you're Abreu for this one.
Oh, like that. Is he a hot dude?
Not sure. That's for you to tell me.
I'll tell you right now, real quick. I mean, he's hot enough. 4 out of the last 6 games, he had a hit. He had a home run 2 games ago. He's coming off of 0-4. Yeah, sure. I don't hate it.
Cool.
Okay, let's keep moving. Chicago and Rockies. Can't really talk about this game.
I don't want to.
Cubs are minus 315. Okay, here we go. Yeah, St. Louis and Baltimore.
Real quick, Jameson, I would back him. If you put a gun to my head, I would back Cubs pitching in this one.
All right, you want to take Colorado team total under?
I saw somebody put that in the chat already.
Did they?
Yeah, you're just copying the chat.
Yeah, I know. Keep me honest. Why do we want to back Jameson? Or are we backing Jameson, or are you fading the Rockies bats?
Fading the Rockies bats.
Okay. Jameson is coming off of a fantastic start. I mean, this guy's actually been pretty good. He had 1 bad start against the Mets. He hasn't played Colorado yet. Okay. I don't know that I really want to get involved. Do you want to do a Jameson tie-on strikeout?
Yeah. Or pitching out. Strikeout or pitching out.
Or pitching outs. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's acknowledge one of the craziest lines of the day for sure. For sure. No, we weren't on the O's and Cardinals yet. You said that at 10:50. That was 4 minutes ago. We just got to the O's and Cardinals. Here we go. St. Louis and Baltimore, 305. This line is insane. Why are the Cardinals a pick 'em?
I don't know, but isn't every Baltimore game like this?
Yeah, starting to think that. It would look like there's some more bets and money on the under. Fetty's been a pretty good pitcher.
Bro, the Cardinals also, they just get no respect, dude. The Cardinals get no respect.
So they're 11-15 on the road. If you are going to fade them, that's when you want to do it. Morton, I feel like I haven't seen Morton's name in a while. Is he coming off of an injury? Oh my God, he's 0-7, dude.
The Cardinals just swept the Diamondbacks. Every win decided by 1 run.
Is a total of 9 here high, or is that where it should be?
Not at all. Charlie Morton's pitching. Not high at all.
You got a guy you like in this?
I'm looking right now.
Dude, Fetty. Oh, okay. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Fetty regression is here. That's what this is. That's what this line says. That's what this is. And Steak, look at this. Fetty was absolutely nails back-to-back games. Then he went 5 innings. He allowed 5 hits, but allowed 2 home runs. So that's the most he allowed since Boston. I want a home run hitter in this game.
I think we got to ride with Bart here. I think it's square up and take Gunner on Memorial Day, dude.
How is it not Jackson Holiday on the holiday?
Jackson Holiday plus 560. I don't like it as much as Gunnar Henderson.
All right. So Fetty's a righty. Hold on. Let's see something here. Oh, he's got reverse splits, so we want a right-handed batter.
Do we really think the O's get 3 in a row? No one's betting the O's today.
You like Gunner? Is Gunner a hot guy?
I'm not sure. Good question.
Let's pull it up. Gunner, yeah, wow. He's 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 walks. Yeah, he's been really good.
The next game's disgusting.
Okay, so we just skip it?
No, we're not. I'm not sure that I'll continue to fade the Orioles, but there's 0% chance I bet on them.
Not sure. We're going to find out. This is the day.
There's another fake ass sharp looking line in the next game.
Oh! What did I send you yesterday? Somebody who hit a home run and I sent a sad face.
Mason Wynn.
Yeah. I'm going back to Mason Wynn and I'll dabble with Gunner.
Okay.
What is he?
Gunner? Or what is Mason Wynn?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Crow.
Plus 630. You're a big Mason Wynn guy.
He's plus 850. Yeah, dude. I love fucking. He just looks like a bad motherfucker. All right. Next game. You said it's nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty.
James 1010 with a new follow. The new follows are rolling on in here. Good morning. I see we almost have 100 in Twitch. We got almost 50 in YouTube. You guys are great. Hope you're having a great. Hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. I think the Land Sharks are sitting on ice. I can't fucking wait to get there. Hold on 1 second. Unfortunately. Okay, sorry, I had a quick corp text. Let's get to it. I'm on the O's. Watch it happen, bitch. Good luck. Steak, if you were to play a side in the Cardinals O's, what would you do?
I am not betting Charlie Morton. I'm not doing that.
Okay. So here's the thing about the Texas Rangers. Is this what you're going to talk about? Steak, I noticed something. I don't know if you did, because we weren't streaming together every day, but did you see the lines that they had in Chicago?
Yeah, short as fuck.
Brother, I know it's Patrick Corbin, but come on. They were minus 115, and then Jack Leiter is a good pitcher. They were minus 150, and they lost. So, and Jacob deGrom, when he was on the road against the Yankees, he was a pick 'em against Ryan Yarbrough. So I'm going to pump the brakes on this.
He is now at home where they are 17-10. Playing against the Blue Jays, who are 9-15 on the road, and
it's Gosman. It's not Down Francis.
By the Rays, losing Game 3, 13-0. They got outscored by the Rays 19-2. So if there's a game where I'm going to be my idiot contrarian self, it's going to be this game. I'm going to take the Blue Jays. Sorry, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there mid-major. Pretty sure I'm going to this.
Jacob deGrom was minus 125 at home against Hunter Brown and the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's too crazy.
Yeah, I'm taking the BJs.
Okay. Fair enough. Good luck. Fuck the Blue Jays. You got a home run hitter you like in that game?
Yeah, it's a good question. Santander.
I do not think he's a hot guy.
He's not a hot guy. He's a cold guy.
Oof. Why do we like
taking
him?
A cold team and a cold guy?
Oof.
No, nobody tell me. Oh.
Oof.
I don't even care if you're lying, Kyle the Whaler. I don't care if you're lying.
Love that. Okay. We've got Clay Holmes and the Mets against the White Sox.
Yes.
Adrian Hauser. All right. We've got the Royals. Got the Royals and the Reds. Ooh, you know what this might be? Jonathan India revenge game. By the way, we didn't talk about this. How about the Isaac Paredes revenge series against the Rays? That motherfucker hit 3 home runs in 3 games. The game he didn't, he had a double. The dude was unbelievable. All right. The Reds and the Royals. It's almost a pick 'em. You got Lorenzen going against Nick Martinez. Yeah, I mean, 65-35. A lot of money on the under here. I don't know how I feel about that. Pickett Sharps like the under. I guess Martinez and Lorenzen. Lorenzen's been pretty good. I think a lot better than people expect. 50% chance of rain. It might get rained out. I think I'm going to keep this one short and sweet for me, Steak. I'm not going to get too involved, but if anyone is curious, it does look like the Reds, weren't they kind of skidding a little bit? Yeah, they've lost.
Left the Guardians and then lost the series to the Pirates and then lost the series to the Cubs.
I will say the Royals, man, they grinded. They grinded in Minnesota. They fucking blew a 1-1 in the bottom of the ninth, didn't cover the run line. I know, I had it. Lost 4-5 against Matthews. That was fishy, in my opinion. Zeb Matthews was minus 125 in that game. Twins win it. And then they come through and went, you know what? I think the Royals are going to stay scrappy. I don't care if I'm going to put my head down and take the Royals, I think.
Okay, I support that. They're 17-9 at home. In case you were wondering, I actually think it's a good bet.
Yep. And then the last thing I wanted to do is I think, he's got an illness. Scratch due to illness. Before that, he's not. He hasn't really been good. 226 hasn't really been good. Am I being stupid and trying to do a little revenge series with Jonathan India?
Not sure. I don't have a feel on that.
Oh, I have an idea. He probably fucking faked an illness to get ready for this series against the Reds.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
All right, give me the Royals today. That's going to be my money line play. And my over so far is going to be San Francisco and Detroit. Steak, what's your play in this one if you have one?
In the Royals game?
Yeah.
I'll join you on the Royals, maybe even Royals first 5.
Okay. Vinny P, 8-game hit streak. There we go. Like that. Okay. How about the Dodgers and the Guardians? Both teams are 4-6 in their last 10. Dodgers 500 on the road. Guardians are good at home, 14-8. They just lost a series to the Mets. Keep an eye on the Mets. Maybe they're getting right. Guardians coming off of a shutout. Before that, they won 4 straight. So they basically 1, 2, 3, 4. They lost 5 straight, won 4 straight. Then they got shut out. Let's see if there's any trend here. Have they gotten shut out before? Yep, no trend. They followed that up with a loss and only scored 2 runs. And the Dodgers back-to-back games only scoring 1 and 2 runs. The offense hasn't really been there. This could be a pretty obvious under and a pretty obvious nerfy, wouldn't you say, Steak?
Maybe, but I think people are always scared of the Dodgers bats, even if they've been struggling. Home run odds are high, I'll say that.
Pickett Sharps love the under.
Yeah. I kind of like the under.
By the way, shame on me. I tweeted that I thought that the Sharps liked the fucking Blue Jays yesterday. I was wrong. Mid-Major gifting 5 subs 5 minutes ago. Nobody was going to say anything. Let's go, Mid-Mage. Update the sub counter. You're 10% there. You want my Dougie video. You got till June 14th. Thank you, Mid-Major. Appreciate you. Let's see who got him real quick. Deep Ski. Hope all is well. Just the tip. Skiggity big. That's fun. Corey first base. Was that a sign for Corey Seager, maybe? Corey 1B? Did you freeze?
No, I'm still here. I'm looking at a ballpark pal game.
All right, you're in the lab. You're deep in the lab. I'm not going to fuck with you. I kind of like this nerfy and this under.
I was trying to figure out why people like the under so much, but I'll give you a warning. Ballpark pal also likes the under, and it's making the under if it's weather influenced.
It says 8-mile-an-hour winds, sunny. No.
Okay, cool. Looked like a beautiful day in Detroit yesterday, man.
Yeah. Okay, I'm out. All right, let's keep moving. I like Steak's hat. Me too. Teams traveling. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's what it is. Forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm off this game. I'm not going to
play. All right, me too. Let's keep moving. I think our tempo and pace is phenomenal right now.
Yeah.
The Rays are back on the bump against Chris Paddock. R.I.P. Beef. Paddock's been a better pitcher lately. Zach Littell has been nails. Nobody really talks about it, but the Rays are heating up 7-3 in their last 10. And Littell is a fucking grinder. Let's see what he's coming off of. Yep, this is what he does. 5 innings, 103 pitches, 7 hits, but only 2 earned. 6 Ks. Before that, 7 1/3, 8 hits, 3 earned. This guy has been awesome. He hasn't allowed over more than 3 earned runs since April 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be careful fading the Rays. I am not even just saying that. They look like they have a lot of life, and they're getting a lot of guys back, Steak. They're getting a lot of guys back, which means guys that currently in the lineup are going to have to get sent down. So everybody's trying to perform, Taylor Walls, Misner. Who else? That's pretty much it right now. Jansen's back in. He had the day off yesterday. Jansen's been pretty good. You got any thoughts on this game, Steak? The Rays are a short favorite at home against the Minnesota Twins and Chris Paddock.
Bro, this guy, Brandon Lau, is plus 320 to homer.
Hot, dude.
I mean, God, Shohei's plus 280. I understand it's Steinbrenner Field, and I understand, that's not, the sharpest comparison ever, but plus 320 for Brandon Lau is crazy. I got my eye on him. I got my eye on Cody Clemens, and I see Bart said Trevor Larnach. Is it a square over? Is the over square?
The only reason I would say yes is because I just went through Littell, despite these pitchers pitching well, I mean, dude, Paddock hasn't allowed more than 300 runs since his first start of the year on March 31st. I was going to say as well as these pitchers have been playing, I don't think people can trust the names. So I would have said no. It would have been contrarian. No, sorry. It wouldn't have been contrarian. I know I'm very confusing right now. However, given this much of a sample size, maybe it is a little contrarian. The Rays did just score 13 runs, but the pitching has been awesome.
Yeah. Oh, God. Kind of like the over. Can't help it.
Pickett Sharps like the over or the under, but not by much. 47%.
Pickett Sharps like the under in every game so far.
Yeah, it seems like it. Brandon Lau, by the way, 3 home runs in his last 4 games. He has been red hot. Also, I'll give you another guy who has been looking much better at the plate, and that is indeed Junior Caminero. Junior Caminero in his last 3 games, 2 for 5, 1 for 3, 2 for 3. He's got 2 doubles, a home run. No, 3 doubles and a home run in those 3 games against Toronto. Fuck you, Toronto. Nothing personal, though. Good people. Good city. I like Junior.
Okay.
Oh, my God. And Aranda. Forgot about him. He's a lefty. He's got 3 hits in his last 4 games. He's going against Paddock. I like the Rays, man.
Ballpark Pal likes the Twins in the over.
Fuck Ballpark Pal.
Yeah.
All right. Clemens 200 to a home run and plus money for bases. That's very interesting. They'll get the wrong Lau to hit a homer. Yep. Don't spend it all in one place. W's. All right. Diamondbacks and the Pirates. I mean, look, Steak, you can't bet the Pirates on the road. They're 6-19. That would be just stupid, right?
Yeah, probably. How about the bats? Can we bet the bats?
9.5. I mean, this looks like a high. This looks like a high total.
Ooh, Diamondbacks lost 5 in a row.
This is a rage fuck game.
It could be a rage fuck game.
Oh my God, 9% of the money on the Pirates.
Yeah. The way the Pirates lost the game yesterday, if you had money on them, you'd never bet them again.
I'm now wondering if this line is short for being under 200, but Heaney's been really good.
And the Diamondbacks have lost 5 games in a row, and they're 500 at home. So no, I don't know that you can make them minus 200 favorites really against anybody.
Steak, I need to know what Ketel Marte's home runs.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see the last time the Pirates have been in a game with a 9.5 total. Well, they were in 3 9s in a row against Philly.
Ketel is plus 240. O'Neal Cruz is plus 340. I think he hit the longest homer in MLB, or one of the longest home runs in MLB history yesterday.
He's probably going to do it again. Marte, 2 for 6. 2 for 6, 2 home runs. This is the don't overthink it guy. Naylor. This is the don't overthink it guy. I think I'm going to go Ketel Marte today. I think it's Ketel Marte day.
Okay, don't hate that at all.
You going to go over? Is that official play?
I like the over. Nothing official yet. I'll get to it though once we
look how sharp it is on Pickett, bro. 50% of the bet, 75% of the money
on the over.
Yep.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
All of Twitter is on Ketel Marte. Kyle says.
Oh God,
Who fucking cares? Just take
no,
your.
I know, but everybody's on him because he's 4 for 8 with 2 home runs.
Yeah.
All right, Marlins and the Padres. Padres are only minus 145. Holy
I think they've been really bad, man.
3-7 in their last 10. Oof.
Oh, they just won a series against the Braves. What am I talking about? They're also 16-8 at home. You might be right.
Dude, why is Ryan Weathers getting so much respect here? He's had 2 starts. He's been awesome, but oh, you know what? I've realized something. The odds makers don't like this Randy Vasquez guy.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't like him. They don't like him. And you know what? He's been fucking good. 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 earned run. I mean, he's been good. Is this guy one of those stubborn odds maker dudes where they're not going to give him respect and he just keeps pitching well? Or is it only a matter of time before somebody fucks him up? And could that team be the Marlins?
I think there's an important stretch of baseball to talk about here that will maybe give some insight as to why this line seems short. Before winning this series against Atlanta, the Padres lost 6 games in a row. They scored 1 run in each of their 3 losses against the Mariners, and then they scored 0 runs in 2 games against the Blue Jays, one where they lost 14-0. And just to compare that, the Blue Jays literally just lost 13-0 to the Rays. So, as of late, even with the exception of beating Atlanta in a series, the Padres have looked really bad. I'll look up home run hitters.
Wow, dude. The Marlins won 2 of 3 against the Angels. Weren't the Angels red hot?
Yeah, the Angels are red hot.
Dude, the Marlins are fucking cool, man. They won a series. The Marlins won a series against the Rays. They battled against the Cubs. They won the first game, lost the last one 2-1. I mean, neither team is good to the over. I wouldn't mind taking a home run hitter in this game. Does anybody look suspicious to you?
Not suspicious, but I would be curious if Manny Machado's cold or hot.
Oh man, I wrote his POD or his hits, runs, RBIs for a while. Oh, dude, the guy that I've been riding, I didn't take him yesterday. Oh no, Brian Reynolds. Oh, we had the day off. Brian Reynolds, my hits, runs, RBIs guy. I've been taking him. He's been cashing every day. I forgot he's in that game. Okay.
Manny, today, dude.
Manny's been unreal, dude. 2 for 4, 2 for 2, 2 for 4, and he's hit a home run in 2 of his last 3 games.
Hot dude alert. Hot dude alert.
I've already been riding Manny. Do I just keep riding him? Hop back on. The guy I've been riding is crazy. Yeah. The lines are up for PLL. Steak, do you ever foresee yourself betting lacrosse?
Not really, but I bet some pretty weird shit.
Yeah.
But really, honestly, I'm much more excited about digging into college football and NFL win totals.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get into nothing against it. I'm not going to shit on it, but it's just not really my thing. All right. There's some short lines on the board. Some of these are going to go down. Maybe it could be the Marlins, but let's talk about the last game. We'll do a recap and then we'll talk OKC today, and then we'll get out of here nice and early. Yarbrough on the bump against the Angels. Steak. Yankees. Did they play yesterday?
Yes.
That game
Rockies.
Oh yeah, and they won 5-4. That's right. I think Krabs won the under Judge home run yesterday.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. That was good content. Good job. Yankees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their last 7. Total at 10. That seems high. Angels 10.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
That's fucking high, brother.
But the Angels, well, they had 2 10-5 games in Oakland, or where are they playing again? Where's Oakland playing right now?
This game is at home. They're playing in Sacramento.
Sacramento. Yeah.
The last time they had a 10 at home. Oh, so Kokonowitz gets no respect because he had a 10 at home before. He had an 8.5 with the Tigers. Okay, I guess it's not that crazy. Looks like the Angels have been good to the over too, but the Yankees have not. 2-8 to the over in their last 10. Both teams are 8-2 in their last 10. I kind of like the Angels.
Apparently, Yankees leaving Coors is a system play.
Oh, that's right. You fade the team. You fade the team leaving Coors. I remember that now. Yep, you guys are right.
I kind of like the Angels too.
Yeah, I kind of like the Angels. Okay. All right, let's run it back, Steak. We'll do a quick recap and then we'll talk OKC and then we'll get out of here. All right. Everybody lock in. Pay attention. Pay attention. We're only doing this once. Detroit, San Francisco. I'm on the over. Steak is on Matt Chapman home run.
Yep.
Boston and Brewers. I'm leaning Crochet K's. I might stay off. Steak.
I want to back the Red Sox somehow, but I haven't figured out exactly how.
Okay. Colorado and the Cubs. I'm going to pass on this game. Steak.
Pass.
St. Louis and the Orioles. I'm going to go to Mason win in this game.
Pass.
Okay. The Rangers and the Blue Jays. I am going to stay off. Fuck the Blue Jays. Steak.
Blue Jays, Santander. Home run.
Mets, White Sox, nothing.
Pass.
Royals, Reds. I'm going to buy into the Royals a little bit here. Maybe the line's short. Maybe it's not. I'm going to put my head down and press the button on the Royals. And if India plays, I'll take him for hits, runs, RBI. Steak.
Lean Royals.
Dodgers, Cleveland. Nothing.
Square under.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Oh, you said, I thought we said we were off because Ballpark Pal liked the under.
Okay. I lean that under for sure.
Okay. Rays, Twins. I like the Rays. I like Junior Caminero.
I like Brandon Lau in the over.
Yeah. The over is a good one. Pittsburgh and Arizona. Love the over. If Brian Reynolds plays, I'll take him. Hits, runs, RBI. Steak.
I like the over.
San Diego, Miami. I want to bet on something, but I don't know what to bet on. I'm kind of leaning Marlins.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all.
All right. Angels, Yankees.
Lean Angels.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about this NBA game. Wolves came out and they smacked the shit out of the Thunder last game. I got in on the Thunder live. It was always the Knicks live, never the Thunder live. That was a shit wager. So what happens now? The spread in this game is 2.5. No real big adjustment. Totals around 219. I would probably tell you that I think Oklahoma City is going to come out with a much better performance and probably win this game. I still think I said this, and I still think OKC is going to win this in 5. But man, oh man, it is hard to not think that the Wolves are not capable of winning one more game with how they played in Game 3 and with how Ant came out. OKC looks to be a little bit more popular according to Pickett. 443 picks on OKC money line as opposed to Minnesota money line 349. A couple of very random props. Julius Randle points overs on there. Chet Holmgren under 3s. Shy SGA under or over assists. Sorry. Steak, what do you like in this game?
That Julius Randle bet feels. You said one of the most popular bets is his under, right?
Over.
His over, okay. Because he finally had a good game last game. He had 24 points on 9 of 15 shooting. That was like his first good game of the series. God, I want to say
he didn't play well in Game 1.
Don't think so. Oh, he went off Game 1. Sorry, he was awful Game 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did go off Game 1. I'm an idiot.
5 for 5 and 3s.
Yeah, he went off in the first half of Game 1. Yeah, I remember. I don't want to bet Julius Randle. I want to keep backing Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Sorry. I know that's kind of a basic one. I sort of want to fade Ant. I'm curious what your thoughts are on that after 2 really good games.
Hate it.
Yeah, that's why, Cade, I got confused because he was fucking bad in the first half and the second half. You hate fading Ant in any capacity?
Yes.
What do you like then? Do you like Minnesota?
I like the Thunder.
You like the Thunder, but you don't want to fade Ant. How about the under?
I do like that.
That's what's speaking to me. The under. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Sorry, but Ant under points is speaking to me. I wouldn't like fade his PRA, but I do think Ant under points is a play.
I like the under, actually. I'm going to play that.
Okay.
That's my play. I didn't even like the first half under. Wasn't it like 72-41?
It was 143 to like 100 and something last game. I don't like Julius Randle, man, today. I really don't.
Why am I an NBA fade? I don't understand. I haven't even really been betting the NBA that much. Play bad in the second half.
Also, I like Dort's under. Fuck Dort.
Fuck Dort.
Yeah, I don't
like under points.
I like Dort under points, Nickel Walker Alexander over 3s and points, and Ant under points and under in the game.
Talking to Prime, not you. Oh, that's okay. Did Prime say something?
You probably have them timed out or something. I haven't seen Prime all day.
No, I haven't seen Prime either.
Never mind. I get it. Jay Prue has been fading all of Prime's plays and tracking his record.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's great. Good stuff. I like that. Okay. So official play for you is going to be the under.
Official play for me is going to be the under and Nickel Alexander Walker.
Okay. Official play for me, the under. Don't have any props I like at the moment. I'll think about it. And then we don't really need to talk about the Cats game too much because I got the Cats to win the East plus 370 for 2 units. I would love to cash that. So I'm riding with the Cats. Do I think it's Florida? Yes. I think we get. Oh,
maybe, but I want to be clear. I didn't commit to stop betting Dante DiVincenzo. So
I don't. No, I don't think you did.
I didn't take him this game though. He's right.
Okay. Yeah. It's probably the only thing I'll say about the Florida Panthers game is this: the Panthers have potential to get 11 days off if they win tonight. You almost kind of want to lose and play a little bit more hockey. So, hopefully it's the Panthers. I thought the Hurricanes would have won game 3 if they would have won it all. So I don't know. We'll see. Should be a good game. Steak. Good shit, man. Thank you. I'll chat. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Enjoy your week there, or your holiday.
Bye. Enjoy the Land Sharks.
All right. We'll do. Peace. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Fun as always. I hope you have a great day. Good luck on all your wagers. If you give a shit what I'm on, I'll tweet it later, or you can find it on Picket. I have totally straight up forgot to do Action Network. I'm not dodging or hiding anything. Obviously, my record and everything is on Picket. You can see my red calendar. I will be. I should put my plays in today, though. I won't forget. I'm going to be on that over early. All right. Going to be on that over early. Jesus, thanks, brother. Good 15-second of puck talk. Thanks, Clam Mucker. I mean, what else is there to say? The Hurricane should forfeit. So anyways, all right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Enjoy your day. Be well. Good luck on all your bets. Peace.